What's up, YouTube? It's your boy, the Drunken Duelist. I'm coming at you with a zombie branded deck. So, this deck's a little more different than most people have seen. I'll explain why when I get into the spells. I mean, it is the essentials of Zombie World, but there's a little fun shenanigans with a couple other little situations. So, let's get into this. Monster wise, we have one kite. So, basically, it'll allow me to special summon it when I have another fusion monster on the field mentioning Albez, and when it's normal or special, I can add a branded uh, spell or trap, basically. So let's say, for example, I need branded fusion to set up another fusion monster. I can go into another fusion setup. All right, so I run three Alubers. If these sleeves will work properly. So the three Alubers are there just for purposes of adding branded spells and traps again. Um, and I can target. It basically negates, or no, yeah, it negates the targeted monster's effects until the end of the turn, and it's allowed to special summon itself. Sorry for the coughing. It's yeah, I'm not gonna go into full tea, but so next up we have oh shit, Three Fallen of Albaz. Basically, I can pitch one to grab. No. Sorry, I'm still trying to get over this. Basically, when this card is normal, I special summon except during the damage step. You can discard one card fusion summon a monster. So, like, let's say I have a Link monster. I want to go into Ice J, or what's the best one I can think of? Maybe Titan or Mirror Jade or whatever. So I can do it that way. um, One Tri Brigade, uh, Mare Carrier. It's basically it's protection for any of the monsters or albas. Let's see what. No, it's two of them. So next up, I have Doom King, uh, Beller Dorch. So basically, the reason why I'm running this card is Zombie World, and it does cause some shenanigans. So during the standby phase, if this card is in your field zone and this card is in, and then goes to the graveyard, I can special summon it in defense. I can use one of the two effects. So let's say I have a problematic board. I want to get rid of my opponent's monster. I can either banish it from field or graveyard, and I can negate the effects if I choose one of the two effects. One Albion the Shrouded Dragon, basically fusion material. If it's in hand, I can special summon the card deck. Place this card at the bottom of the deck. I only can use this effect once per turn. Next card is my favorite little tuner. The reason why I'm running this, it should be maybe 2-3 copies. Zombie World. If this monster is normal summoner sight, it can be used as synchro material in your hand. So basically, I can go into Red Eye Zombie Necro Dragon. Or where is he? Yeah, Red Eye Zombie Necro Dragon. And then, say for example, I want to play that and go off a monster in hand or whatever. Go that way. Let's see what else we have. Necro World Banshee. So basically, This card cannot be destroyed by card effects with Zombie World on field. If not, I can banish this from my field or graveyard and activate Zombie World immediately from deck or hand. Let's see. Yeah, basically deck or hand. So next up is the Predaplant by Bershel, by Bliss. I don't use it for the actual Predaplant cards, but it is link material for Enema. And what else do I have in here? That's about it, or Cross Sheep. But it's basically my Relinquish Enema situation, and it does help. Kite. Basically, it's I can add. Let's say I go Gold Sark, summon Kite, Kite's effect, and then let's say I banish any of my fusion or whatever I need. I can grab it. I'm probably butchering this, and I can add a set of card on the bottom of my deck. So it basically allows me to fetch from banish, or in the deck, or graveyard. So it'll allow me to add one of the cards I need. Next card we have is Comedy. So I can contribute a fusion monster to special summon it. And it's basically got built-in protection to negate one card effect. Let's say, for example, Regeki, Lightning Storm, Dark Hole, whatever. Any board wipes. I can negate it with Comedy. I'm going to probably run Comedy at 3. Another Bisbal, same reason for it. Next up we have is Predaplant. I'm not going to say this, but it's also link material. Next, let's go into was it? Oh, it's 2 Albion. My bad. Let's see. So Spring and Call. I think. Yeah, 1 Spring and Call. Target 1 Spring monster or fallen Albaz in your graveyard. Special summon it. So basically, I can add after I banish it. I can add a fusion monster back to. Hold on. Add 1 fusion monster from your graveyard, then target 1 Spring's XYZ monster. I mean, this is more of the special summoning situation for it. Next up, we have Branded Sword. So I can banish any branded spells or traps to set up Ice Blade tokens, which are Dragon Darks, level 8. And then let's say I have a monster banish. I can banish this and then add up or basically target one of my banished monsters that is Fallen of the Albaz or mentioned as is. Add that monster to your hand. It's basically a I don't know. I don't want to say a different card, but it does help for Albaz being banished or any of the cards like that. Screams of Branded. So basically, this will, if a fusion monster was sent to your graveyard this turn, special summon 1 fusion monster that is banished or is in your graveyard. So let's say any of my fusion monsters that I need key pieces to help me win. it'll help special summon it from either the Banisher graveyard. And I only can use this card once per turn. That requires Fallen Albaz. Let's see. 3-dimensional. Oh. Where's my other dimensional barrier? God damn. 3-dimensional barriers. Basically stop any problematic XYZ, fusion, synchro, and rituals. So it stalls for a turn, locks me and my opponent out of our extra deck, but if I have my board already set up and ready to go, I'm good. So I just gotta keep an eye out for the situation of Zeus or any problematic monsters. 3 warning point. When a monster is normal summoned this turn, target that monster that face a monster cannot attack. Its effects are negated. Also, this card cannot be used for fusion, synchro, XYZ, or link plays. So basically, it's another dimensional barrier, but it stops everything extra. Your opponent cannot. What do you call it? Can't attack me, so that's why I'm running 3. Storming Mirror Force, you'd be like, why the fuck are you running Storming Mirror Force? Reason be known, this is a tech card somebody taught me about and told me, if you get in a tight jam, you always can run off your Storming Mirror Force, so it'll bounce my opponent's monsters that are causing trouble. So that way, like, let's say my opponent's got, I don't know, Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon, or Blue Eyes Neo Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon, tries to go for game, and whatever he's got on his board goes Storming Mirror Force, bounce everything back, and you gotta start all over again. Next up is Gold Sark. So, like I was saying with Springen and a couple other cards, Gold Sark is one of my key cards that I run to banish the cards I need. Branded Fusion, Brandon White, and a couple other cards coming up. So, I mean, those are basically the key cards I need to keep banished, branded wise, so that way I can pop off on grabbing them and adding them instead of waiting. Next up, like I was talking about, Branded Fusion. Branded Fusion allows me to fusion summon one monster that mentions Fallen of Albaz from the extra deck, using 2 monsters from either my hand, deck, or field as fusion materials. Next up, I have Branded Loss. So, the judge I actually met was pretty cool about this. So, he taught me how to build this. I'm still working on the progress of play testing until I get better. That's why I'm coughing. Sorry. So, basically, the activation of this card, the activation of your cards and effects that include a fusion summon, or that fusion summons a monster can not be negated. So, let's say I go Branded Fusion, and my opponent tries to Ash or whatever, they can't stop it. Anything hand trap wise, they can't stop it because of Branded Loss. And I can basically add a Fallen Albaz or anything that requires material for the monster. So the next card, it's sadly at 1 right now. I'm gonna run 3 discard fodders. Back row removal. Next up, like I'm gonna say next card. It's supposed to be 3 Zombie Reborn, so let's say I have Zombie World, and everything's basically zombie as we all know. But, so, I'm gonna go Zombie Reborn, and I need a crucial card in the graveyard, from the graveyard. And I can add it or special summon it to the field, and I can shuffle one of my banished monsters back in. So, you'd wonder why I'd run this. Next card is, oh, it's 2 brand lost. Anyways, where is it? So, let's go Zombie World, for example. I have Zombie World on board. And, shit, where is it? I have Necro. Red Eyes, Zombie Necro, and Grave. I want to get this back out. So what I'm going to do is I can either go for this or Albez, banish my opponent's monster from graveyard, bring this back, or Albez, keep making plays, basically. So it does help. I mean, it's very crucial. It's supposed to be 3 zombie worlds. When I got my guess from the past 2, I only pulled 1. Super Poly. The reason why I'm running Zombie World is I don't have the card, which I do need to pick up sooner or later when I get the chance to. The card I'm going to play is Drago Necroface Nether Souls. And this is a key component to why I need the card. To get off the effects. So, Zombie World on field, and let's say I have Mirror Jade, which is now a zombie. So, my opponent's going to try to destroy Mirror Jade, chain Mirror, Super Poly, send Mirror Jade to grave, and then take my opponent's monster. Whatever they're going to try to board wipe me with misses, and with one monster, my Mirror Jade. So I can think of a couple shenanigans with that. But yeah, since, like I was saying, Zombie World's key part, that's, Super Poly is going to be good. So, if I can pick up maybe a couple of other Super Poly targets, I'm good. Last off is 2 Brandon White. Fusion some 1 fusion monster from your extra deck using monsters in hand or field material as material. So basically, including a dragon monster. Yeah. Alright, anyways, on to the extra deck. Like I was saying, 1 relinquish enema. Level 1 targets. Basically, I can suck up a problematic beat stick monster that I'm going to want to get off the field and take as an equipped target. So if my opponent's got a monster right here, I can just be like, oh, thank you for the free card. Thanks for the extra free attack points. Alright, next up. Let's go Vampire Sucker. So basically, Vampire Sucker is due to the combination of Zombie World and other shenanigans I can pop off. So basically, 2 zombie monsters. I can tribute a zombie monster or monsters my opponent controls, even though you don't control them. Basically, I can use 1 and 2 effects. Target 1 monster your opponent in your opponent's graveyard, special summon to your side, opponent's side of the field, which I don't want to deal with. If zombie monsters are special summoned from either graveyard, draw a card. So that kind of helps. Next up, we have Crush Heap. So Crush Heaps, I mean, basically, I'm running 2 different sets. Fusion, I can special summon a level 4 or lower monster from my graveyard. Basically, like, free poly, or not free poly, Monster Reborn kind of deal. And the other 2 are synchros. So I basically can build up the board, pump these up by 700 each. So basically, let's say I have one on one side and the other on the other. Different timings become 31, 31. 1 becomes 31. This one will become doubled. Or both will become doubled, excuse me. So basically, it's basically 3,800 both sides on the attack. Necro basically allows me to, it gains 100 for each zombie in graveyard. So basically, let's say, or on the field and in graves, yeah, the GYs. Another zombie monster that is destroyed by battle. You can special summon one zombie monster from either graveyard, and I can only use the effect once per turn. So, Zombie World's basically my saving grace of this situation. And basically, I have 2 Albion, the Branded Dragon, basically an Albez and a light monster, Fallen of Albez. One Brigand, the Glory Dragon, one Albez or level 8 higher, or higher monster. Basically, this card cannot be destroyed by battle. Sorry, I'm trying to get this. 2 Lullibillion, the Searing Dragon. So basically, 1 dark monster. Oh, I forgot about that. The other cards I can use for fusion material. One Titan, Titanic Land, the Ash Dragon. Let's see. One Sprinted Iron Dash Dragon, 1 Albez, and 1 Effect Monster that was special summoned this turn. And then 2 Mirror Jades, which require Albez, either Fusion, Synchro, XYZ, or Link Monster. Alright guys, that's the video. Sorry I'm not feeling well. I would have done this a little bit easier with more to digest. But if you like the video, smash the thumbs up, subscribe, and leave a comment on what you think or if it needs more work. Alright, y'all have a good night.